What a way to start 2018, eh? Seriously, this is how we're starting the year out? What goes through their tiny little brains? I don't know. So if you haven't heard by now, a blonde bimbo and his group of twats decided to go to Japan to make a video on the suicide forest. Now, if they were just planning to make a video on the suicide forest, like many other people do as a touristy thing, then there wouldn't be an issue. But no, their intentions of going to the suicide forest, and no one can argue with me on this, was probably, actually, I can definitely say that they went into that forest looking for a dead body. By the body language and the behaviour that they were giving before entering the forest, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that they were looking for something. So they enter the suicide forest in Japan, and unfortunately they run into a suicide victim. And instead of being respectful human beings, they decide to go up to the body, talk in front of the body to their own cameras, because they decided to vlog this whole entire experience. And then they decided to show the dead body on camera. They blurred out his face, which apparently in their head means, oh, it's fine. Then, if that's not bad enough, they decide to mock the victim and mock suicide and make all these sort of jokes, and they were laughing, they were giggling. Then people were saying, oh, it's a coping mechanism. It's not a coping mechanism. Don't be stupid. How awful of a human being do you have to be to do that to someone that has died through tragic circumstances? Like, seriously, how awful do you have to be? How can you look yourself in the mirror after what you've done? That wasn't bad enough. That was pretty bad. YouTube decided to manually, because we all know that they manually put the top trending list, put this video on the top trending. Seriously? What part of that video said funny, warm experiences to you? And oh my god, everybody should see this inhumane act of stupid twats. Really? I'm losing my faith in humanity. Now, I wouldn't even be making this video because many people before me have made very well-worded and very passionate videos on this subject, which I thoroughly agree with all of them. The Anime Man, Akidearist, and Shibi. I thoroughly agree with all of them. And then all these people that are making videos to try and get views or trying to get subscribers, and then they beg for likes, and just as bad, using this situation as publicity. Really. But the thing that made me want to talk, and I would have done this even if it was a different video in a different situation that had the same sort of topic, is the amount of comments and the amount of videos that have been taken from this video. Like, I wish I could kill myself and be on one of your videos. Or, oh my god, this is hilarious. And then they make memes, and then they make GIFs, and then they do what they do best. Make fun of a serious topic. Are you for real? It's disgusting human behavior. Absolutely vile. How can you make fun of such a serious topic that involves a life that has been through so much suffering? How can you make fun of that? If that was your family member on that tree, if that was someone you loved and someone you cared about, would you be saying the same things that you've been saying online and that you've been posting all around social media like a cancer? The fact that that video has gone so viral, makes me upset and makes me sick to my stomach. The fact that people will figure out who that person is because of that video, and that the loved ones of that poor victim will hear about this video and see their loved one or hear their loved one being treated with such disrespect. That upsets me. Do you know how much suffering, how much helplessness, how much self-loathing someone has to bear before they commit suicide or even think about committing suicide? It's not a little, I can tell you that. The amount of suffering that person has to go through is immense. And the people that joke about that, you are just as bad as Logan Paul. Just as bad. The fact they had to edit that together and review that and then post it means they're fully aware of what they were doing, and his apology is worth crap. They had to sit there, add everything into that video. They are the ones that decide, oh yes, it's good to include that body in there. It is good to make fun of the victim in there. It is good to make a whole joke out of suicide. It's all good. It's all for the views. Are you for real? Seriously? How sick of a human being do you have to be to do that to someone else? Dead or alive, making fun of the dead is not something to be proud of or something to laugh about. That person lost his life in tragic circumstances. He must have suffered so much up coming to that moment. How dare you make light of that? And how dare every one of the people that are leeching off this video saying that suicide is a joke and that this video is hilarious, and then agree with the things he does and then stick up for him. How dare you? You have obviously never, ever lost someone through the means of that they hated themselves, or that they thought that no one needed them or no one cared for them. How dare you make fun of people in such a situation? And the fact that people are continuing to do so just annoys me even more. It makes me genuinely upset. I have known people that have went through extremely tough times where they've thought about suicide or even committed such an act. I myself have attempted it. You have to be in an extreme low point in your life where you feel like nothing can help you and nothing can save you. Do you know what that's like? Obviously not, if you're making a mockery out of someone else's suffering. How inhumane and vile of a person do you have to be to do something like that? If you are ever thinking of taking your own life, or ever thinking you're not worth it, please seek help. please talk to somebody. Be it a stranger, be it a counsellor, be it a doctor, be it a friend, anyone, even me. If you have no one to turn to, I would be fully happy to listen and help you. Because that is not something you should go through alone. No one should ever feel that their life is so helpless or that they are not worth a place on this earth. Everybody deserves to be here. And that's why I wanted to make this video. Because I can't stand by and watch so many people make light of something that so many other people have suffered from. So please, if you're ever going through something that hard, please ask for help. Reach out. And if you're someone that makes light of people going through such a traumatic and hard experience, get yourself some help too, because you need some serious mental help. Or just grow up, please. Because those actions are vile, disgusting, and inhumane. And that's all I have to say on this subject. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.